I will call this the Kinsey syndrome / the AIDS hoax. The important thing is to never stop questioning. And his name is Albert Einstein. Like Einstein. If I play with string theory, I can get a K out of this. And matter of fact, in the 7-letter club, I do have a K. If I put a K in here, I can get Inky, E-N, take that K, I. Or I can go back and get that one. Wow. And his name is Albert Einstein. They were, and they are very, very smart people. They're just so fucking cunning. That's the part that does not make sense. Unless they are missing DNA, and that's the only thing that makes sense. Why would men so smart, they know everything in the motherfucking world, be so wicked? Because you're missing DNA. You are poverty stricken of your mind.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, the probable cause of AIDS has been found. A variant of a known human cancer virus.
Now, she comes to tell you about the cancer virus, right? Now, she is part of who? The men of health, EAT, and human services, yet they are not human. And the word services is ICE, also is SEE. Caesar Vices, pay attention. Her name is Margaret. I won't get into that, but I can get right out of it, but I won't get into that one. Hackler, that's what I like. Her name is Hackler. What does hackle mean? I'm sure you know. Hackle. She is hackling the people.
Not only has the agent been identified, but a new process has been developed to mass produce this virus. Thirdly, with discovery of both the virus and this new process, we now have a blood test for AIDS. With the blood test, we can identify AIDS victims
with the blood test, they can do what? ID the AIDS. I think she even said it.
Essentially, 100% certainty.
Now, here comes a Robert. He is all. They are covering something of HIV. And then she goes back. Why does she cover her face? He is looking at her too. She is probably being forced to get up there with all these, look at all these things. Who needs that many motherfucking microphones? Do your pink ass need to be heard that much? Yes, you do. Because at the time I believed I was under their spells also, and I watched the news. So let's see if Robert is going to rob us, or if he's going to tell us that he has been robbed. On April 23rd, 1984, the United States government announced that the federal researchers, there's your word Dr. Robert, whatever the fuck his name is, had discovered the probable cause of AIDS. So now he comes to rob, cheat, steal, lie, and kill. Okay, see, do you hear the music in the back? Now they are playing with us some more. Why are you telling me something so important? You want me to be there, yet you keep strumming a motherfucking guitar in my ear. Sometimes I be watching these videos and I'm like, who the fuck does that shit? And when I say who the fuck does that shit, my pineal gland says, it is mind control. Some of the music that is heard behind will give me an instant headache. so I have to turn it off if there is only music. Although no evidence or published data, Frankie J worked in data processing. I'll talk about that one day. Although no evidence or United States data was presented to back his claim, I know they were not. The following day, international news sources began reporting the AIDS virus. What is at the end of virus? United States. As a matter of fact. Now they begin to report the knowledge as though this is a matter of fact. So it is fact. I am under their mind control at this time. So to me, AIDS is fact. Until I meet Amy. Isn't that awesome? How did I know I would even meet Amy? Years later, I meet Amy, and she hips me to it. That's why sometimes it is good to know people. If you are around someone and you guys are talking, when you leave, if you feel really good, it's leaving, and you did going in, then that was a good rapport. But if you feel, like down, like, wow, I can't describe it. I guess it's just an emotion, but you don't feel too good with that emotion. If you leave around people like that, like you are drained, that is it. If you feel like you're really drained or stressed out after you leave people, then it is time to get away from them. But as long, and it is called feeding on the brain. As long as I can feed on your brain and you can feed on mine, what I know, you will know, and what you know, I will know. And that will make our brains bigger and stronger. Now, this evidence. The following day, international news sources began reporting the AIDS virus as a matter of fact. There is your United States up here too, and there is the word ID. They must stay within their bounds. They are IDing an ass and deep shit virus, which is United States, and there is your I to watch us, and there is your I to watch us. Also, there is your 6, and there is your 6. So therefore, we have 666, and on top of 666, we have United States this way and United States that way. Also, Amy can read the paper, like the N words, just the last words that she will go, or present following sources AIDS virus. And as she goes down, you can kind of understand what she is saying. That is one reason that I have much respect for Amy, because I already knew the science of her and Macbeth, only studying me. But Amy knew in this world, she knew how to decode what they were doing to her. Now we go and we know now that Robert came to rob us here in the United States and make this virus, the AIDS virus, a fact. And so now it is truth. With MediaCon, since you be sensitized or desensitized to the con, United States or us, media, DIA. DIA is the root word of diamond. Remember, a diamond is a girl's best friend? Wow. If you research DIA and keep in mind that a diamond is a girl's best friend, if I had someone not as devious as a DIA, but a righteous DIA around me, I will feel really good. And there is me in front of DIA. They can handle everything for you. Everything. They will handle it for you. You do not probably have to even think that DIA will probably even think for you. The DIA goes all the way back to the queer of England. With media consensus and Overman support, United States. The word neurolinguistic programming readily accepted this guide or, I'm going to go with or, his premise of a new viral plague. And we all fell for it. We all fell for it. Today, a growing movement of doctors, researchers, and HIV positive questions the accuracy of HIV tests and challenge the idea that HIV is the USA of IDs. This film introduces these people and the what? And the what? Controversial. There go your IES 135 views. You will be surprised what this word means. It has positive to it too, because there are positives to everything. I don't know about a con, but company, there's a positive. You also have CIA, the word tro, and there is your V, because they are the ones who bring about the controversy. So there you have your E. Even in the script, there's a controversy going on in the land. This is one of them. Now, this is Hollywood, California in the year 2000. Remember, Hollywood is what they do a lot of TV stuff, movies, scripts, and all of that. Also in New York too. But this says Hollywood. What? CIA. Right here too. See? CIA. So Cali for CIA. And it is the year 2000. Alive and Well AIDS Alternative, HIV positive since 1992. Wow. In 1992, when I tested HIV positive, I was told I had between 5 and 7 years to live. And these numbers mean things, and there are many words in here to call out people who are liars, the invisible ones. 8 years later, I'm living in perfect health without any AIDS or medicine. How about that? Amy did not show me this video, but Amy told me the same thing. But her cousin took the medicine, her cousin died, and later on there are videos you can go and find. They will tell you that AIDS is not what kills you, it is the medicine that you take. And how did I know Amy was telling the truth? Because my daughter used to watch some talk show on TV, and one day she was watching one that sounded interesting to me. So I went from off the patio into the house to watch it, and there was this little skinny little pink girl. And she was so bony, it was like pathetic. And she said they had told her she had AIDS, and then she had all these medicines on the side of her. She said she went in, she thought she had the flu, that's why she went to the doctor. However, they told her she had AIDS. She said she didn't start really feeling bad until she started taking the medicine. And then she took off her wig, and she had little strands here and there of blonde hair. And she began to tell the flip side of that. She said, she started going other places to see if she had AIDS and found out she did not even have AIDS. Not at all. There was nothing wrong with her. Nothing. She did not even have a yeast infection. Nothing was wrong with her, yet they told her she had AIDS. So when Amy began to tell me that, now that is the second time I hear it, but she says almost the exact same words as Amy. 8 years later, I'm living in perfect health without any AIDS medicines. And Amy had no AIDS. Amy never took their medicine, but her cousin did. And it's 8 years later, they never ate his life. And they told her that she had from 5 to 7 years or something. But here is AIDS. And it is life. And here is ears. They could not get in her ears to make her believe that she had such a thing wrong with her. Maybe when they told her she went to study, because she is a pink female, so a pink woman. So maybe all pink people, when they hear things, they go to study. That's how come they bring me down, because I was studying with these big books. I did not know that a so-called black person studying big books and reading big books would be such a bother to them, for them to target me so great, to take everything I work for, and give me nothing, leave me with nothing but my brain cells. And then I found out so much shit on them. They are invisible. Some of us are bringing them to light. Their own people are bringing them to light. If you ever watch, just go to YouTube and put in Kathy O'Brien. She will tell you so much. And a wonderful relationship with even a more wonderful man. So she won. She didn't even know that she did not win just once. She won twice. And a wonderful, she already had a full win right here. She won because she did not get on their ship. She stayed on her own ship. She relayed on her own ship, on her own mind. I told you, some of them can't think of their own. Just like some of us, we can think of our own. We don't need them to think for us. But at around the time of AIDS, they thought for me. Because I was a believer. I believe. I believe. Hey. Yeah, that's why you keep running it over and over in your mind, your children's mind, so you can stay believing instead of knowing. She won once here. And it appears somewhere she broke even. See? Even? But that is also Eve. I won't get into that. And here she won again. So once her baby, she spoke first. I guess that was Eve. It was in the womb. And then the next one she had, it was her man. See? If you do not listen to them and you listen to yourself, you will win. I listened to them with my son, and I saw them put him under mind control. I saw them put him in the machine. That was a mind control machine. I will learn later when I meet Amy. And I lost on that one. These were all things that I was told I did not have a right to expect any longer. How about that? Someone told her that. That man's name had all in it, and there is all. Of course she will say, of course all will come up. It is a word. Of course it is. But it is all. It's also a kick-ass God. And the kick-ass guy tried to tell her that she did not have a right to expect what she wanted to do any longer. Who the fuck does that? Wow. Everybody give her a hand. And if everyone gives her a hand, that means she has hands to hold, hands to help, hands to give high fives to, helping hands. In the word help is God. We no longer help each other. We will target and perp for money. We will be their puppets for money, but we will not help each other. And if you go into the word help, it will take you to the word charity. And you stay and research charity, you will find sovereign, because a sovereign man is charitable. That's why there are no sovereign people. Where are the charitable people? We have become all Neanderthalic, apathetic. And the reason I have what I have today, because she thought with her own brain cells. Because I did not follow the doctor's orders, I questioned them. And when I question them, they write on a piece of paper, and then the judge gets the paper, and then the judge say, these doctors also say you are delusional. Why? Because I asked a question. And you know what that little pink bitch in that black robe coat motherfucker said to me? He said, I am the one that answers the questions here, that asks the questions here. You answered them. Where I come from, I could get up and slap the shit out of that pink motherfucker. I could have slapped him out of his black robe coat. And it would not have given a blink to anyone's eye. But not him. That man did not know me. Yeah, he says what he wants to say. Because I do not follow the doctor's what? Orders. What is she? Follow your orders. Is she your child? She is a grown woman with her own mind. And here, she lets me know she is a grown woman with her own mind. And Amy was a grown woman with her own mind on this too. But I don't see all these people there for Amy. Everyone turned their back on Amy, and they blamed Amy for her cousin's death. Amy talks on that since she will tell you about it. She has no problem. But they blamed her. But when Amy told me what was going on, no. Why would I blame someone who opened my eyes to a stupid-ass belief I had that is not true? I go and study and find this shit. And she says the same thing Amy says. I urge you all, remember all was in the man's name, and I urge all of you to question what you have been told about HIV and AIDS. That is what Amy told me. But Amy never told me about this video. As a matter of fact, I showed the video to her. She did not know it existed. How about that? Amy is melanated. She is not. She gets crowds and crowds and crowds of people. And Amy, the little people she have, they all rejected her. But not now. Not now. She went back. She knew what was happening. She knew how to fight. And she taught me how to fight these motherfuckers too. It's just she allows them to use her against me. And I cannot talk to her about it unless there is an argument. And I don't want to argue with anyone. I am too busy fighting these invisible bastards to argue with physical people. HIV and AIDS. Now we will go to Hazelwood Pictures Presents. Wow, I can have fun with that, especially the name Hazel. Yeah, it's God, and it's also his age. But it's Hazel. It was a show came on TV, so I like to play with the name. Now, here they go. Do you hear that music? And here's another Robin. Wow. And it is the victory of the Illuminati. It does not matter if they tell me the truth or not. I see your words. How do they know HIV does not exist? Because they are part of them, although they will bring down one of them for telling the shit. The other ID of ass and deep shit. Oh.
Thank you. What's this book about and how did you write it? Well, I wrote it based on my personal exploration.
Her name is also Christy. Looks like maggot almost. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to get into it, but HIV positive since 1992 with no meds. So she's still telling you, oh, I am HIV positive, I just did not take the medicine. But Amy says she has never been HIV positive, and she still is not today, and she is not. She can prove it.
Of HIV and AIDS information, which was inspired by me testing positive in 1992. When I first tested positive, I didn't have any real questions about what I was being told. I was told, of course, that I was infected with a deadly virus, that I could expect to die. At that time, the prognosis was 5 to 7 years, that I would need to take drugs that would somehow keep me alive while
What I would like to know is how does she get to go on and have a big microphone in her face or whatever it is, a screen or something in her face, and tell people her story. But when it came to Amy and her not having AIDS and not taking the medicine, and her cousin, they say, we're going to take her cousin then, and say we will sacrifice her cousin since we cannot sacrifice her. And then tell her cousin the same thing they told Amy. And then her cousin believes them. That's how you get your ass in deep shit. Believing them, took the medication and died. But Amy is still alive, and Amy was blamed for her death. But she gets fame. Wow. What an equal world we live in, huh?